Asa na yung audio natin? Bakit wala tayong audio? Oh, there you go. All right, good morning, guys. Let's have a few minutes insight from the song. Thank you very much. Who's this? I cannot read your. Anyway, I cannot read it, but yeah, I'll check on you later. Is this a Japanese character? Is that my audio? Anyway, all right, let's start. Let's, let's get started. Okay, the song that I picked today for an insight is Indescribable by Tomlin. It says, "From the highest of heights to the depths of the sea, creations revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring, every creature's unique in the song that it sings. All exclaim, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing God, all powerful, untamable. All struck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing God. Who has told every lightning bolt where it should go? Or seen heavenly storehouse is laden with snow? Houses laden with snow. Who imagined the sun and gives source to its light, yet conceals it to bring us the coolness of night? None can fathom. Yeah, no one can fathom that. Indescribable, uncontainable, you place the stars in the skies and you know them by name. You're amazing God. Incomparable, unchangeable, you see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. Wow, that's striking. You see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. You are amazing God. You are amazing. So that's the lyric of the song. Where does the idea come from? Where does the idea come from? Most of the composers are, you know, inspired by something or collecting ideas from, what experience maybe from other people, from writings, from anywhere else, right? So composers are doing that. They are searching even the depths of the sea to create a song, right? So this came from lyrics came from some of the ideas of the book of Job. It's from the book of Job. We've got Job 38, and when Job reveals, when God reveals to Job His greatness, this is what happened. It came from all of this question, and Job meditated in his heart, what is about? Right? So Job 38 goes like this. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Welcome, welcome. I cannot read your character because it's in Japanese. Is it a Japanese character or something? Yeah, I cannot read it anyway. But thank you for coming today, and maybe you can say something about this. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, "Who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge?" Sometimes we are throwing questions in the air and say, "What are you? Who are you? Are you still there? Are you real? Are you?" And we are pointing our fingers to God. And then the answer that is that Job heard is, "Who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Now prepare yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me." Okay, it's easy to question God, but it's not easy to answer God's question, right? Sometimes we question God, and God can answer it quickly and easy. But when God posted a question in us, that's difficult, right? Who are we? Who is this who's got dark counsel by words without knowledge, without understanding? Now prepare yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding. Who determined its measure? Surely you know. Or who stretched the line upon it? To what were its foundation fastened? Or who laid its cornerstone? All right, you you study science, you study this thing, and say the earth is hanging. Where do you lay that kind of foundation? He said, where it is facing. The earth is hanging. The galaxy is hanging. Wow. What were its foundation facing, and who laid its cornerstone? When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for you, or who shouted in the sea with dirt, when it burst forth and issued from the womb? When I made a cloud its garment, and thick darkness its foundation, and when I fixed my limit for it, and set bars and doors, when I said, "This far you may come, but no farther," and here your proud waves must stop. Have you commanded the morning since your days began? Any person? Have you commanded the morning since your days began? Cannot, cannot. Or cause the dawn to know its place? Yeah, we don't have the capability to do this. We don't have the power to do this, right? Have you commanded the morning since your days began, and caused the dawn to know its place, that it might take hold of the ends of the earth, and the wicked be shaken out? It takes on form like clay under seal, and stand out like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld, and the upraised arm is broken. Have you entered the spring of the sea, the springs of the sea? Hmm. Where are the waters coming from? Have you entered the springs of the sea? The bottom underneath of the ocean, there's a spring, supplies water. But anyone have gone into that spring, or have you walked in search of the depth? Really, even submarines are having difficulty to find it out. Have the gates of death been revealed to you? Death have revealed to you. They are there. Are there anyone knows that, or are there anyone knew the gates of death? Is it revealed to you? Or have you seen the doors of the shadows of death? Even the shadows of death. We didn't know, right? You cannot see. Have you comprehended the breadth of the earth? Tell me. If you know all these things, the breadth of the earth breathing, right? But have you comprehend? Do you understand? Do you know? Have you comprehended the breadth of the earth? The earth breathing? Tell me if you know all this. Where is the way to the dwelling of light? All right. So those are astronomers are trying to find out the outer space, the dwelling of the lights, but still they're failing. They're failing. They say they have gone to the moon, gone to Mars, but I don't know if they can go closer and come closer to the dwelling of the light, sun. And darkness, where is it place? Right? How come that in the night comes really dark? Where is it place? Okay. That you may take it to its territory, that you may know the paths to its home. Yeah, when you talk about all of those things, it you know uh, it bores our mind. We cannot know it. We don't know much about those places that is mentioned here, like the place of the light, or where the territory of the light, the dwelling of the lights, may say, uh, the darkness, the dwelling of darkness. Where is it? The gates of death, the uh, the spring of the ocean. Sometimes it's people are trying to find this out, but it's until today there are no answers to these questions, right? No bright people can answer this kind of question that God posted here. All right, so this one. Do you know it? Because you were born then, or because the number of your days is great? Do you know it? Even if you live long enough, this positive question might not have might not have sufficient answer or enough answer, sufficient answer. Right? Another question. Have you entered the treasury of snow? Treasury of snow, right? Just the other week, it rains hail, hail like this big, bigger than this, right? Bigger than this. Hail. It kills a lot of cows and animals right here in the step, closer to our place. It hails like this, right? Snow coming from heaven with this big block of snow called it hail. When I came here, that is back 2012, I saw hail like ping pong ball, that that big. But even that is really killing hard and destroying plants, right? Even this is small. But this time of the year, just 2 weeks ago, of this big hail. And the question is, uh, have you entered the treasury of snow? Or have you seen the treasury of hair? Where does that thing coming from? Treasury of hair. Right up there in heaven. But have you entered in that treasury of hair? We didn't know. We just know that it fell on the ground. Big chunk of, of, of ice, snow, all right? Called that hail. There's a lot of animals. And destroy houses, right? Destroy the harvest field, treasure of snow, treasure of hail, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war. So God has purposely reserved this kind of black of snow. He said, for the day of battle and war, for the time of trouble. Be careful. Be careful. Uh, the world is getting dark. The world is having some kind of, you know, darkness, sinfulness. And God said, whenever we saw something like that, that I reserve this one, I reserve all of this for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war. All right? Wow. Next one. By what way is light diffused, or the east wind scattered over the earth? Who has divided a channel for the overflowing water, or a path for the thunderbolts? Where are these thunder lightning bolts? Yeah, the song also speaks about this. Who has divided channel for the overflowing water, or the path for the thunderbolt? All right. This time we already knew, right, that when we look at the whole earth, one third is land, dry land. The two-thirds is our water. Okay, so two-thirds of the earth is water, one-third is dry land. The bigger portion of the earth is water. Now, who has divided the channel where water is overflowing in all areas of dry land, so that we can have water? Who has divided the channel? Anyone? Anyone excavate channels of water in order for them to have water in their places? No, we have like pipelines. But anyway, originally, waters are divided into places, right? Or who caused it to rain on the land? Where does the rain come from? Where there is no one rain, no one. Wilderness in which there is no man. Ah, now wilderness are becoming are dwelled by some people back in there in the Middle East. Now, another first question: satisfy the desolate ways and cause the spring forth, the growth of tender grass. That's the purpose. Why it's raining? To satisfy the desolate ways and cause the spring forth, the growth of tender grass. Uh, has the rain a father? Has the rain a father? Okay, so question very difficult to answer. Or who has begotten the drops of a dew? Answer. Me? Even that. From whose womb comes the ice, and the prose of heaven who gives birth. We're just talking about water, ice, snow. And it's difficult to really answer all of this with proven facts. The waters harden like stone. Yeah, during the winter time, the snow are hardened here like really like stone, and the surface of the depth is frozen. Yeah, you can even drive your truck in the frozen lake. Yeah, yeah on the winter time, I saw it here. The water hardened like stone, and the surface of the depth is frozen. You see that? Even in the frozen lake, you can drive your truck. You can cross over the lake with your truck in the winter time. Can you bind the cluster of the Pleiades or loose the belt of the Orion? Talking about animals this time. Can you bring out Mazzaroth in its season, or can you guide the great bear with its cubs? Difficult to tame that bear can kill you. Do you know the ordinances of the heavens? Can you sit their dominion over the earth? Do you know? Do we know? We don't know, right? Do you know the ordinances of the heavens? Can you sit the dominion of over the earth? I don't know. Can you lift up your voice to the clouds, that an abundance of water may cover you? Can you send out lightnings, that they may go, or say to you, here we are? Oh no, all of these positive questions are having no answer. Difficult to answer that question. Who has put wisdom in the mind, or who has given understanding to the heart? Wisdom in the mind, understanding in the heart. Who can number the clouds by wisdom? Who can pour out the bottles of heaven? Right? Another positive question. Who has put wisdom in the mind? Hmm. Who gave you that kind of mind that can think, that can plan, that can, know something? Who has given understanding to the heart, that even by the feeling you understand something? Uh, I don't know. Are you born with it? Are you, well, there's a lot of people trying to answer that kind of question, but still wondering where does this kind of wisdom, knowledge, understanding coming from? When the dust hardens in the clouds and the clouds cling together, can you hunt the prey for the lions, or satisfy the appetite of young lions? When they crouch in their dens or lurk in their lairs to lie in wait, lie in wait across the dead, young lion. Don't try it. You'll. Okay, who provides food for the raven? Even the ravens are mentioned. Yesterday, I video the, the ravens. They are young ones. When its young ones cry to God and wander about for lack of food, who gave it? Do you know the time when the wild mountain goats bear young? Or can you mark when the deer gives birth? Oh, just that. Okay, we will continue with all of those positive questions, but this time, uh, I want you to listen to a song uh, that talks about the highest heights, the depths of the sea, and then the springs, and then about the heavens and the skies, right? Think about that. Who did all of this, right? Who works on all of this? Okay. So those are questions that doesn't have answers from any human being gonna answer straight out this posted question by God. All we can say is that wow, we will just be exclaiming, wow, it's really indescribable, right? So this is a song by Chris Tomlin. Hmm. And it came from this chapter of the book, Job 38. Wow, I thank God for this guy who knew how to put this kind of thoughts into a song. And the song was sung really, I think it reached the world. It's been sung anywhere else, even back home in the Philippines, they are singing the song. And yeah, thank you, Chris Tomlin. Thank God for your music creation.
The highest of heights, the depths of the sea. Creation revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring. Every creature's unique and song that it sings. All exclaiming, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the skies and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God. You wrestled every lightning bolts where it should go. Horse in heavenly storehouses laden with snow. Who imagined the sun and gave source to its light? Yet conceals to bring us the coolness of night. None can fathom, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the skies and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God. Incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. You are amazing, God. Incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my say you are amazing, God. Yeah, you're amazing, God. Look at this. As he put this one into a song, it's short compared to the ideas that were took from. It doesn't have posed a lot of questions. But the thing is this: he sends us the main content of the message. This Job 38, right? From the heights of heights, to the depths of the sea, creation is revealing your majesty, your greatness. And sometimes tourists are guiding us into beautiful places. I mean, how beautiful are these? How beautiful are these places? But they are not pointing into the one who created all of this. They are already happy seeing the creation. But the thing is this: when you go mountains and places, seas and oceans and lakes and everywhere, and you see the beauty of creation. Always think about it. Someone did it. Someone made it. Someone created it. Someone, I don't know if you are asking yourself, who made this? Right? Who made all of these things? And with that thought in mind, with that question in mind, uh, I always say, no, nobody, no one can do this except a powerful one. And maybe some of you will not call him God, or will not acknowledge him God, God, the creator of all of this. And maybe you don't know how Jesus posted it in his teaching, in the history of mankind. And that when John talked about this, he said that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and He is in the beginning creating all of this. Wow. Wow. If you don't believe it, you better believe it, because the time will come that it will be revealed to all of us people who Jesus is. That from the point of creation, he was there, and he is creating all of this. And Jesus Christ, as John mentioned, is with God from the point of creation, and he was what? God. Wow, how come that there are already two gods, with God and he is God? God's mentioned already in John 1. But you can see again from the point of creation that the Holy Spirit was there in Genesis 1. The Spirit is hovering upon the water or above the water. Wow! Now we got those three working together in the point of creation. And all of creation are pointing all of the creatures are pointing into the Creator. If you don't know Jesus, and if you didn't realize that Jesus is with God in the creation of the world, and the Holy Spirit was there in the creation of the world, then you must think about it. Right? So, within all of this posted question, it's
really difficult to answer. Who made this? Who started this? Right? Who designed all of this? And sometimes we don't have answers. We just say, it came from a big bang. Oops. I'm very sorry. There's already a lot of wars going on, and there's already a lot of big bang going on, but it doesn't shape the earth as it is. It destroys the earth, but it doesn't shape the earth into its beauty. Right? So Big Bang, if you get some kind of Big Bang thinking, I don't know about you, but this is not just a Big Bang. This came from a designer, a creator. And when you think about that and you posted that question into your mind, I think we don't have much answer, sufficient answer for all of this, but we can worship. It's all explained. It's indescribable. It's uncontainable, but we can worship. Thing is this, also Chris Tomlin mentioned that the last part, and that is, I think, a striking message. It's indescribable, incomparable God, unchangeable God. And it said, you see the depths of my heart. Who knows you? Who really knows you very well? He said, you can see the depths of my heart. How dirty is our heart. How deceitful is our heart. How sinful is our heart. But again, the God who sees the depths of my heart loves me the same. And that's amazing. That's amazing. I cannot explain. I cannot explain. I can only say thank you. Thank you, Lord. It's because you who sees my heart still loves me the most. Nobody can do that. No one can do that. If any person knew you very well and can see everything about you, anything that is running in your mind, anything that is running in your heart, if they can see it, they will hate you. Right? People will hate you. Even you yourself, if you are going to, have thoughts about yourself, how yourself perform, how you think, and how you feel. Sometimes we are also hating ourselves because of that simpleness, because of that, It's not only about it, it's simpleness. It's transgressions. Try to think about yourself. Try to think about your thoughts. Try to think. Right? Have a mirror of yourself, and every time, most of the time, you will be frustrated of what is happening in you, and you will, and you don't like it until the days come that you appreciate the grace of Jesus and that you appreciate the working of the Holy Spirit in you, that you will be able to appreciate yourself, not because of you, but because of the Holy Spirit living in you. That makes you a better person, a best person that you can be. Right? So God sees the depths of my heart, yet He loves me the same. Okay, last thoughts from this song of Chris Tomlin. And maybe you can now follow the song if you take the lyrics from search Google and take the lyrics and let's sing together.
creatures unique in a song that he sings, all exclaiming, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the skies and you know them by name. You are amazing, God, all powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God, who has told every lightning bolt where it should go, or sent heavenly stir halls as laden with snow. Who imagined the sun to give source to its light, yet conceal it to bring us the coolness of night? None can fathom, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the skies and you know them by name. You are amazing, God, all powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God, incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart and you love me to say, you are amazing, God, incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart and you love me to say, you are amazing, God. You're amazing, God. And our Father, we pray, I pray, that out there in the world, there are still lots of people who are not acknowledging you, our Creator, even acknowledging, even acknowledging the Lord Jesus Christ who gave His life for us, and even the Holy Spirit is working with us from the very beginning of creation. Dear Brother, as you posted all of these questions that we cannot answer sufficiently, dear God, let all of these people who are not acknowledging you acknowledge you now. Let them have this posted question and think about it. For all of you people out there, think about this. Indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the skies and you know them by name. You are amazing, God, all powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God. You know my heart, and you still love me to say, incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart, and you love me to say, you are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. That's all we can say. You are amazing, God. We thank you. Thank you.
you very much, everyone. Hopefully, I should go back again to this book of Job with all of these posted questions. This is a question chapter. It's a question chapter 38, 39. There's a lot of questions still going on. And with all of those questions, Job has no answer. Job cannot respond. And maybe the next time we'll talk about Job's answer to all of these questions. And see. All right? All right? All right. Thank you very much again for staying and visiting my channel today. Hopefully, this will reach you, and hopefully, this will help you think about all of these posted questions. Remember again, it's easy to question God. But when God posted question in you, I think you won't be able to answer those questions. Right? Just like you. Because we really don't have that infinite mind that can understand infinite God. We are finite creation. We are creation with limited knowledge, limited wisdom. Right? Our mind is powerful enough to, to think about a lot of things and progress and know a lot of things, but even that powerful mind is not enough to really comprehend what God is doing. Right? So anyway, if you don't have questions to all of these posted, if you don't have answers to all these posted questions, and you don't have enough or sufficient answer to all of these questions of life, no worries. God knew it, and someday you'll find the answer as God reveals all of it to you. So think about that. Thank you very much again, and see you sooner